I want to talk about this Remember the Future stuff. So we started this last week. Now, I got to be completely honest with you. Starting a capital campaign in the midst of a pandemic is probably not the wisest thing I've ever done. Probably not the wisest thing. And I was talking to a lot of people this week about, like, what should we do? Should we cancel it, bring it back later? We don't know when we would bring it back later. And then it kind of hit me that I was like, I was trying to game the system to trick you out of some of your money. As if that would work, right? And I was like, no, that's just playing games. And I don't want to play games. So I'm going to continue going on like we would before all this. I'm going to let you know we have some goals and all that stuff kind of coming forward, and we're going to hand out pledge cards here in just a little bit like that for you to take home and think and pray on it and all that stuff. I hate to be manipulative. Gosh, I hate it. And so I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you where we are, what's going on, because you guys deserve that, I think, right? And if I'm not honest with you, I won't be able to sleep at night. I'll be worried about it. So one of our promises to you was that we wouldn't ask for money until we started building the building. We're building the building, which is wonderful, right? It's great. And this church has been so amazing throughout this whole process. So what we've done is we've wanted to... we created something called Remember the Future, and it has multiple goals in it. So let me tell you what the goals are first, the fancy titles for them. The first goal is called Remember Today. Then we have Remember the Beauty. Then we have Remember the Future. And remember Today is $175,000. Now here's what's going on with that. So $175,000. When we reach that goal of raising that amount of money from here, we'll redecorate this existing building. The way I have it put on here, let me make sure my wording is correct. When contributions reach each goal, we'll celebrate with the following projects. All right? So the first project is when we get to $175,000, we'll redecorate this building. Now, you're asking, what's redecorating? Think no permit, right? Think walls and floors, like paint and flooring, right? Because if we got to pull a permit on this building, it's going to get expensive in a hurry, right? So think walls and floors. Basically, what we want to do is Alzheimer's Community Care does an amazing job of picking colors which are inviting, homey, and durable. And those are all things that I want this place to be too. So we want to make this building look like the new one too. And so that's what we'll do when we reach $175,000. And this is going to pay off the debt that we're incurring to build this new building. We're taking a loan of $416,000 plus a bunch of money that we had already in the building fund before that. So we're going to pay that off. So the next one is it's called Remember the Beauty, and it's $250,000. Now this isn't $250 plus $175, it's just $250. When we reach that level, we will fix the parking lot. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. I say fix the parking lot, and everyone just stares at me. And it's like, listen, you guys, like all I hear is complaints about the parking lot. Like you guys should be running around the chairs and stuff like that when I say that. Also, landscaping. What we're talking about there is the city had us put in part of the new building $100,000 of landscaping in this place. This place is going to be a paradise after the builders are done with it, right? But none of that is going around to replace any of this old landscaping that we have around the building. So this is what I'm talking about. So fix the parking lot and put new landscaping in around this building, because we're having to replace the toilets in there right now. You know why? Because they're old. They're old and they don't work anymore. That's what's going on with these bushes. It's the same thing out there. So $250,000 we'll be able then to afford to be able to fix the parking lot. I don't know what that means yet, what fix means. We got to figure that out. and to landscape around this new building. And then the last one is, it says $500,000, and that's about what it would need to be. But 500, it means debt-free. It means no debt. And if we can do this building project, we're debt-free. In all reality, we would be within 4 years of considering a new sanctuary. And I'm not saying that I know that there's some people that come to church here that came from, especially like Hope, where they had a lot of difficulties there. That's something that we've been busting at the seams in this place, right? And that's 4 years down the line, and that's something that we could afford if that was the case. Like, that's a big goal, and that's a big thing. So, Kevin, if you wouldn't mind passing those out now so that you can see them on there. But one of the things that I talked to you about last week, so let me tell you what that looks like. So $500,000 is the goal. And if we spread that over 130 people, which is what we've been averaging lately, 130 people, and we spread that over 3 years, what that is, that's $106 a month per person. And remember, this is over and above your normal giving. We don't want, we don't want that to interfere with that. We still have to pay the light bill, all right? So that's $106 per person a month is what that is. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Some of you are going, oh my goodness, like $106 a month per person. Like, I can't do that. That's fine. Some of you can do more than that. But that's the beauty of when we live life together. That we are able to pool our resources together. And whether the gift is large or small, it is a gift to the Lord, to this project here. And I told you guys, I was going to tell you today what Coley and I are going to give. And we lost a lot of money this last week too. We did, but that's fine. None of it was really counting on any of this. But Coley and I are going to give $15,000 to this. That is $420 a month. That's the two of us were each taking 2 people along with us. Okay? I want to tell you what that means for us. All right? I'm going to tell you about some debt that we have. I'm not going to talk about the house. I'm not going to talk about cars. I'm going to talk about student loans. I've been out of school now 8.5 years. I still have $8,400 in student loans. That's all. That's someone that has people that are in college or coming out right now, right? You just know the situation, right? Yeah. $8,400. Now, listen to how she said that. Is that all? Coley just finished her program where she got her second master's degree and all that stuff. Well, she's in the middle of it right now. She'll be done in July, hopefully. She has just shy of $16,000 in student loans. So that means what? We have $24,000, $25,000 in student loans right now. And I've been paying mine off. Mine started off as $45,000. And let me tell you this, my situation was good. And I'm telling you that for a couple different reasons. I've been making a good car payment for the last 8.5 years on that, and I still got years to go, right? And I wanted to let you know that this is digging deep for Coley and I in this situation. It's digging deep. And the other thing it says to you, I hope, is that we're serious about this place. We're not looking for just the next gravy train that's going to come in, right? This isn't a pad on the resume. I've been to other churches. It's not necessarily better, But we're committed to this place, and we want to show that to you. We've also changed some things about our life so that we can afford this. We have changed fundamentally how we use electricity in the house, so much so that we save about $50 a month on our electricity bill, If you want to know how I do that, come and ask me. I guarantee you won't want to do it, though. that's but $50 a month is quite a lot. But we do things that mere mortals don't want to do to get that. Also, our cars they plug in now. That saves us $160 a month in fuel. We've actively made changes so that we can afford this. So I just want, that's as manipulative as I'm going to get, is to tell you what Coley and I are giving on this. And so we're going to give $420 for 36 months, hopefully. Now here's the thing. We have faced financial disaster here recently, right? And no one knows what's going on. We don't know what the next month is going to look like, right? So here's what I ask you to do. Think about this. Think about what you can do safely now, or whatever, how much you want to do. We're going to revisit this again later. Maybe in the fall, maybe in the winter when the winter folks are back down. That's a joke. But maybe a year from now, maybe next February, something like that. Because I have a feeling things will be back to normal at least by a year later. But I want you to consider it now, and you can change whatever you want at any time. We just ask that you communicate it to us. We just want to be communicated with, because we want to plan against some of this pledging that's come in. But we are the people of God in this place, right? Like we are the people of God here, and we want to be with you and walk with you as we go out and we serve those people who haven't had good news said to them in a while. We want to give them good news. And so that's what we're doing. And that's kind of my spiel for today. So when disaster befalls us, like is going on outside right now, and the pastor's asking for ridiculous amounts of money, just remember, I appreciate the laugh. Like that. When the pastor's asking for all of that, like just remember that we are people of the end. And that when everything seems to be collapsing, we do what we do best. And that's love and serve, because that's what our Lord does for us.